A stone castle rises from fog, its towers watching the paths where children walk alone. No one knows the stories hidden behind these walls, silent and untouched by daylight. Whispers pass through villages of children who vanish without explanation. Some disappearances are blamed on wolves, roads, or misfortune, but none are true. Inside, a man watches, waiting for curiosity to cross a threshold, unseen, unchecked. The child born into wealth in 1404 answers to no one, and no one challenges him. Servants bow and avert their eyes as he moves through gilded corridors. Gold fills his halls, yet no warmth follows, only doors that lock quietly behind him. No authority corrects him because power shields him from consequence. Fear settles slowly, like shadows stretching across empty chambers. Villagers hear rumors, but rumors cannot pierce stone walls or the veil of rank. Children run errands for soldiers and merchants, trusting uniforms and authority. Some are invited into castles and never return, leaving only questions behind. Weeks pass, another child disappears under eerily similar circumstances. No bodies are found, no evidence, no proof. Absence becomes the only witness. Parents search forests and roads, calling names that echo unanswered. The towers loom silently, indifferent to grief below. Servants begin noticing patterns. Children brought in for work are not seen again. Keys turn in heavy doors, separating public halls from private chambers. Orders are carried out quickly. No one dares ask why. Fear grows quietly with repetition. Unseen, unnoticed, another village reports a missing boy, then another, then another. All are similar in age, young enough to be powerless, old enough to vanish without trace. Authority shields the nobleman, while silence ensures the pattern continues. By 1432, villagers instinctively avoid castle paths, yet hunger forces them near. Gates remain locked. The courtyards are empty except for silent servants. Rooms are prepared in advance, chores done to cover absence. Ash removed discreetly. No single event draws attention because each loss is small, isolated, deniable. The first victims leave no names, only empty homes and unanswered prayers. Gilles moves between the states, and wherever he travels, disappearances follow. The system protects him. Wealth, privilege, and fear prevent scrutiny. Children are never named in records, only their absence marks the crime. The first screams are ignored. The first tears are unseen. Patterns repeat. Village, path, castle, silence. Villagers blame fate, roads, hunger, wolves, anything but the noble walls above them. By 1434, the rhythm of disappearance has become predictable, almost mechanical. Parents whisper warnings to their children who learn to fear without understanding why. The early years pass unchallenged, leaving only shadow and silence behind. Rumors spread but are muted by fear of power. No one dares name the man behind the doors. Inside the castle, doors remain locked. Halls remain empty. Authority absolute. The boy who inherited wealth is growing into a man whose curiosity is dangerous to others. Power surrounds him, unquestioned, teaching lessons not of honor but of control. He is never called cruel, only necessary or untouchable. The first victims vanish without a witness. Absence becomes evidence too quiet to prove. The castles are silent, the towers watch, the corridors wait. This is how the killings continue, not by spectacle, but by system. The pattern becomes invisible, unstoppable, inevitable. Some paths are avoided forever. Some children never return. Some homes are forever empty. By the time authorities listen, the pattern is complete, and the first victims exist only in silence. The story does not begin with heroism, only with curiosity, power, and shadows. And it is curiosity that leads most to cross thresholds they should never approach. Villagers begin noticing that disappearances are no longer isolated, but a repeating pattern. The nobleman rarely leaves his estates, yet children vanish wherever he resides. Fear spreads quietly, whispered between mothers and older siblings. Even servants speak in hushed tones, avoiding rooms where he walks. The castle becomes a place of dread, not of life or learning. Orders are repeated, cleaned, and concealed without question. Shields. No official dares investigate early rumors. By the mid-1430s, disappearances occur almost monthly, leaving towns in anxious silence. Church authorities receive subtle complaints, but proof is missing, and courage is scarce. Villagers remember children by the echo of their absence, not by their names. Outside, forests and rivers are searched, yet nothing is found. Inside the walls, the system of control grows more refined. Servants follow instructions, hiding evidence, fearful of the consequences of refusal. The nobleman's obsession with power and secrecy leaves no trace of wrongdoing. Patterns repeat like clockwork. Villages, paths, castles, silence, whispers grow, but no one dares speak aloud. By 1437, rumors reach officials in Nantes, prompting initial inquiries. Church investigators interview witnesses and servants, piecing together vague reports. The scale of the crimes begins to emerge. Dozens of missing children over several years. Authorities pressure servants to testify, revealing locked chambers and hidden rooms. Gilles is confronted, but wealth and influence delay serious consequences. As more testimonies arrive, a trial is finally arranged in 1440. The nobleman is arrested and confined, no longer untouchable behind stone walls. He faces charges of murder, abduction, and occult practices connected to disappearances. Witnesses recount patterns, not names, describing rooms, doors, and unspeakable absences. The courtroom listens as the horror of repetition and system becomes clear. Gilles de Rais confesses to killing many, though details remain abstract and nonspecific. The scale of crimes shocks the nation. Wealth and nobility cannot hide the truth. The trial documents reveal how fear, privilege, and secrecy enabled decades of harm. Children lost their names, homes, and futures, remembered only in silence. Judges sentence him to death. The sentence is carried out in October 1440. The man is executed, but the legacy of absence endures far beyond the walls. Villagers mourn silently, the echoes of missing children never returning to home or family. Castles remain, towers watching paths still trodden by wary children. Power once unchecked ends, but its shadow persists in the fear it created. The story closes not with heroism, but with the lesson that silence and privilege can hide horror. Some doors are locked for a reason. Some stories survive only to warn us. The castle watches still, silent, as if waiting for the next curiosity to cross its threshold. The victims' names are lost to history, erased by fear and stone walls. What remains are patterns, empty homes, and lessons about power gone unchecked. Gilles de Rais is remembered as a legend, but the first victims remain remembered only in absence. We look back, not to glorify, but to understand how silence and privilege allowed evil to persist. Some doors are meant to stay closed. Some stories survive to warn us,